Hi. I said I would do this when it came out, but it's now 3 months later and I just got the package. This is the Ultimagear Millennium puzzle that doesn't have any instructions. Um, as you can see, it says no answer right there. If the camera would focus. Um, so first you have to put the plastic model together with all these rails, and then you have to put the puzzle together. So I thought, what would be fun? What would be more fun than to pretend to be Yugi-Mato. He's Yugi-Mato. I'm wearing my Yu-Gi-Oh shirt. I don't know if you can see it. It's the hero emblem. But yeah, I figured I might as well, have some fun with it. Wanted to record a video for a while, so here we go. It's the Ultimate Millennium puzzle. I'm probably going to speed build this, but what you're hearing now is me live. That's with this quality mic. You may hear me with my other quality mic that I've got sitting over there. Hi, Senna. So yeah, let's get started. So there's the Millennium Puzzle instruction manual. I thought this came with no instructions, but, well, I guess we're going to find out. So let's get into the business. Oh, so it's instructions on how to put the pieces together. Okay, well, let's get started doing that. A sheet. This is what I'm looking for. There's only 4 runners. Oh, it looks like something's already fallen off. Uh-oh, that's not going to be fun. All right. Oh, already we got a piece. Ah! I dropped it. You might see my face. Hi. Hello. A runner. Alright, so what do we want? A1 and A3 as well as A2. So A1, 2, and 3. I have this upside down. So let's go. A1, 2, and 3. So what you do with the nippers is you take them. I don't know if the camera can catch this, but you get right at the base and you snap. And I can see that it showed up on the mic, so that's good. So yeah, that's how I've done it, at least. I've done a couple Gunplas. I might throw in some pictures or whatever of the Gunpla I've done, but usually one of my favorite things to do is if it's like this, where it's 1, 2, 3, I can just bend it back and forth, and then they fall right off. That was easy. And then this one's going to be hard to cut off, but uh-oh. Yeah, I got to be careful with that. Boop. And then let's cut these off right there. Come on. Oh, uh-oh. Well, at least that'll fall right off like that. Boom. And now we do some cleanup. There. All right. Plastic waste off to the side. Uh, you also got to make sure there's no like jagged or rough edges on the Gunplas, otherwise they won't fit together as nice. So you just do like cursory glances, stuff like that. So yeah. All right, these look good. All right, the instructions say that A3 and A2, which are these pieces, they snap in together so that they form this little like staircase, looks like. I don't see where that would be the case. Oh, there's little holes. So now we've got this staircasey piece with this piece, and it looks like these just slide in like that. This is a classic looking Millennium puzzle piece. Look, we already got our first piece done. Let's clean up those rough edges. So yeah, there's our first piece, Millennium puzzle. 20 or 30 more to go, I guess, right? Second piece, A4, A5. All right. Got that and that. Coolio. All right, now these two will just fall off like that. A4, A5. All right, let's examine those for any rough edges. Nothing. Oh, there's one. As you can see, if you're new to me, I highly doubt you are because I've only got 13 subscribers, 17, something like that, and most of them are people that I talk to. If you haven't guessed, I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I've got the Breakers of Shadow Sneak Peek mat. This is one of my favorite monsters. I'm wearing an Elemental Hero shirt. I had this custom made at the mall. Sound like a weeb there. These pieces go in like this. Yes? Yes. So these pieces go in like that. And then, oh, nice little solid click. I also have headphones on, So I won't be able to hear the clicks as loud, but I guarantee you that the clicks are happening because I can feel them. Also, this piece is done. That's piece 2. Already, I'm feeling the Millennium parts. But yeah, I'm a big Yu-Gi nerd. A67. I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since for as long as I can remember. I've had some kind of form of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I liked the anime growing up. I had a bunch of VHSs of Duel Monsters. I was a big GX fan. Um, I think I still am. Although, as I've gotten older, I appreciate the later seasons of GX as opposed to the newer season or the earlier seasons. Sorry for that. The earlier seasons are really goofy in GX, but the later seasons they still have their goof to them. But they're very more serious based. I guess this is ABS plastic. Wow. Rough edge, right there. You can kind of see them. But yeah, I liked the GX. I wasn't a big fan of Arc or 5Ds because I don't know. It felt a little too edgy for me when I liked Jaden. He was a goofy. He would act out. He was like a kid, right? And then you juxtapose that, and I'm getting something popping up on my screen. Hello. Um, he was a goofy kid. He would act out, and then you juxtapose that with Yusei, which he's very more serious, very more goal-oriented person, which I was not at the time. These pieces are very awkward to put together. And then I don't know if I'm doing this right. It says it goes in like that. I don't want to break anything because then I'm out a piece of the puzzle, and then I can't get my one wish that Yugi said he would get if he put the puzzle together. Yeah, let's start with this back one because the back one has a bigger connector pin. It's very warm in here as well. You might be able to hear my fan since this is the lower quality mic, and that is a problem with my lower quality mic. But it's still very warm in here. I am wearing pants. I'm wearing my nice pajama pants because it's currently 10 o'clock at night and I have nothing better to do except, homework projects that I'm just kind of skipping out on. These pieces won't go together. That goes like that. That goes like that. Come on now. There we go. Snug as a bug in a rug and a rub and tug. Oh, boy. All right. That piece works. That's one of the corner pieces, actually. That's kind of cool. So I have a sneaking suspicion that me putting these pieces together is going to take longer than putting the puzzle together. I don't think so, but I have a suspicion that that's going to be the case. Next piece, 4, A8 and A9. Oh, down here. Yeah, after 5Ds with Mr. Sirius himself, Yusei, I've come to appreciate 5Ds more for the deck design and the monster design than this actual story, but that one doesn't feel right. All right, let's just rotate that one off. I've come to appreciate 5Ds more for the monster design and as well as synchros. They've excuse me. When I started playing, they were like one of the few monster types I did not like, the other being like rituals because they were slow. But synchros have slowly become one of my favorite types because they're so combo oriented, and I love playing fast decks where I can just dump 60 monsters onto the board in 2 turns. That's fun. And synchros will let you do that really well. But excuse me. After Yusei and his I didn't like it when it came out, but I kind of do now. I don't like the story so much, but whatever. After Yusei came Yuma, which Yuma. Um, Zexal is not a good anime. I'm kidding. Zexal's actually really good anime. It's just not good Yu-Gi-Oh. It's very, very of its period, I would say. There's another piece done. Uh, a lot of the anime around the time Zexal came out were very much the friendship heart shonen stuff, And I liked Zexal at the beginning, mostly because the opening theme is a bop. Here's a snippet of it now. But I liked Zexal at the beginning because there was it felt like early GX, and that was right around the time I was falling in and out of Yu-Gi-Oh. I was in high school. You might see a fly in front of the but I was in high school when Zexal came out, and that was right around the time I'd fallen out. But I met some guys at Radio Club that were very much into Yu-Gi-Oh. They were playing Chaos decks, and I forget what the other guy played, but if you're watching this, Gabe, your Chaos deck sucks now. Get good. Um, but anyway, there's another piece done. But Zexal's kind of very of its period, 12 and 13. So it did not age well for me, at least. The ending of Zexal's pretty cool. It's really fun. The Zexal 2 is really good because it kind of does away with the notion that you're watching Yu-Gi-Oh, right? You just end up watching like Dragon Ball, which I mean I like Dragon Ball, but Zexal's not a good Yu-Gi-Oh anime. After Zexal though, Arc 5. Now Arc 5 is maybe my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh series. GX is probably my second favorite. I like Arc 5 a lot. I think Arc 5 has everything GX has, which is like the goofiness as well as the seriousness, but it also is nostalgia bait, which I think everyone likes nostalgia bait, because it brings back characters from other series, like brings back Kite, and I don't remember if Shark. I haven't watched Shark 5 in forever. I don't remember if it brings back Shark from Zexal, but it brings back Alexis and Aster Phoenix, or Ostica and Aster, from GX, and then it brings back Crow and Jack from 5Ds, which, I mean, who doesn't like nostalgia bait, especially in the era where nostalgia sells? I mean, people are paying $50 a month for N64 games that, aren't good, really. Oh, but Banjo-Kazooie, there's one of your fabled Dakota hot takes. Next piece 7. We need the next 3 pieces, right? Oh, wait, no. We need 18, 17, and 14. That's weird. Oh, it looks like one of the triangles. Well, it's a pyramid. I like Arc 5 a lot. I like them. Contrary to popular nuance, the monster design isn't bad. I mean, yeah, Konami orbs, the Yu-Gi-Oh community will shit all over me for that, but Konami orbs aside, I think stuff like Enlightenment Paladin, stuff like it's another good one. I'm at a loss for words, but like the monster design in Arc 5. Oh, the Pendulum Magicians are really cool. The Raid Raptors are very unique. They're all birds, but they're all like jet planes and bombers and stuff. Yeah, I think Arc 5 has really good monster design, although a lot of Yu-Gi tubers would disagree with that statement. There we go. Oh, and yeah, there you go. You hear that click? I could see it on the waveform on my monitor. Yeah, there's a little Millennium puzzle piece. Oh boy. And the last piece from the A runner is piece number 8. And then after Arc 5, I think, yeah, Vrains. Vrains is hit or miss. It feels like 5Ds again, where it's like super serious, but it introduced Link monsters, which I think are some of the more fun aspects. A lot of people will hate me for that too, but I think Link monsters are very fun. There's a runner going in the trash. I really like the gold ABS they used to print this, though. I think Link monsters are fun because they let you combo. They're like generic synchros, basically, except you don't need a tuner, which A lot of people don't like that because it makes it so that any two monsters becomes a one big monster, right? But I mean, what's the point of Yu-Gi-Oh if you can't summon big monsters, right? You know, I want to summon big dragon with tons of attack points and then have it die to my opponent mirror forcing me. That's Yu-Gi-Oh to me. And then after Vrains, the Yusaku's like I said, he's very cocky. Well, nah, I wouldn't say he's cocky. I'd say he's very serious and stern. And then after Vrains, they're doing sevens now, which I mean is rush dueling. I guess exists. Um, Not my style, but I've kind of fallen out of Yu-Gi-Oh for a while. I haven't played in person since before. No, we played over the pandemic. We played at Kamal's house. Hello, thank you. Played at Kamal's house once or twice over the course of the pandemic, and this fly is bugging me. Hello, can you see him fly? You saw it? Yeah. We played over the pandemic. All right, B runner. All right, played over the pandemic. But other than that, I've only played like once or twice since the pandemic started. B runner, piece 9, B1, B2, B3. I was playing online for a bit, but I the issue with me is that if I play online, you can play with cards from that are out in Japan or like not currently released, and then you get super excited for a deck that's not going to be in America realistically for the next 8 months, 9 months. So you get kind of bored kind of quick. At least that's what happens to me. So I kind of stopped with the online play and just stuck to, I watch a card review every once in a while. I will admit, but it's usually like goofy shit or like support for stuff that I already play. Because if you can't tell, I play Heroes, Pendulum Magicians, and an assortment of other garbage tier decks like Ghostrix, excuse me, Melfi. I think they're called Melfi, Murphy, something or other. I don't know. I have them, but I haven't. Like I said, I haven't played them since. When was that? Sometime early 2020. Right, there's that piece, and then this one goes onto the back like this. Yeah, like this. That's a front piece. All right. B5, which is this piece that already fell out, and B4. Before what? Not to change topics. This fly, dude. Oh my god. He's just sitting there. Piss off. Not to change topics too hard, but I've got a lot of games in my backlog, and I've been thinking about recording, and I just haven't had the drive to record a game because of Zelda. So for those that don't know, I was recording Skyward Sword remake or HD or whatever they're calling it. Uh-oh, that's not gonna fit. I was recording that, and then I got so angry at needing to use the dowsing mechanic. Uh-oh. 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 No, don't do this to me, please. There we go. Whew. Come on now. I got so angry at needing, like being required to use the dowsing mechanic, basically, that I just kind of stopped. And then I resigned myself to only play it on recording. But I just kind of gave up and haven't recorded since. And a lot of games that I've recorded were kind of like that. Like I did an episode of Pokemon Black 2 Randomizer a long time ago that I think is privated now. But I just, I did one episode. I recorded for like 4 hours, and then I was just like, I'll play it again eventually, and then never did. 6, 7, and 8. And that's kind of how I am right now with games, because I have so many games in my backlog that I want to play, and then I'll get excuse me, I'll get into a mood, and like I am now, and I'll play through all the Kingdom Hearts games in a series in a row, like I currently am. So I've really wanted to like some games that are in my backlog that I haven't I haven't opened. I've opened the box, but I haven't put in to any of my consoles because I only buy discs because I don't have the internet to 6 and 7. That's these two. Yeah, I don't have the internet to really buy it digitally, buy things digitally. But I have a lot of games. Like some examples would be like I still haven't touched Shin Megami Tensei. Oh, sorry. Still haven't touched Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD. I still haven't touched World Ends with You 2. I was super excited about that. So excited to the point. Oh God, that's pizza in my mouth. Yeesh. It's still in my hand. I was so excited to play World Ends with You 2 because I was like, oh, talk about Edge, right? I was like, I like Kingdom Hearts, and Neku's in Dream Drop Distance, so I want to know what game Neku's from. And then I played World Ends with You 1, and I couldn't put it down. And then I finished it like a week or two before World Ends with You 2 came out, and then I picked up World Ends with You 2, and I haven't touched it. Let's see, SMT3, World Ends with You 2. Um, what else haven't I touched? Don't know, actually. 9, 10, 13. Metroid Dread, I haven't touched. I haven't touched Demon Souls. I bought that the day I got my PlayStation, and I still haven't touched Demon Souls, so I might just do that. See, here's the thing, right? When it comes to like games like that, where like half the fun is dying, I get angry real quick. 9, 10, 13. I get angry real quick when it comes to video games, so I tend not to play things like Dark Souls or uh, Cuphead or anything like that. Especially now that I'm like in a relatively small space and I can't go throwing shit like I used to. Um, so 13 goes into 9. So where's this go? In here? Yeah, in here. Look at that. It's all nice and cute and snug. But yeah. So I have like I said, I have a bunch of backlog games. I still haven't touched Metroid Dread, even though that came out like I was super excited for that too. That came out like 2 weeks ago. Wink. I am gonna be playing SMT5. See, here's the thing, right? I've been in a very big Pokemon mood. My fingers look webbed there, but it's just the angle. Uh, I've been in a very big mood to play like a Pokemon game or something, but I don't want to bust out Sword and Shield because that was such a disappointment to me, and I don't want to play like an older Pokemon game because SMT5 comes out soon, and that's basically like adult Pokemon. And I'm really excited for that, and I really want to play that. But I have SMT3, so and then Pokemon comes out like 2 weeks after that, which let's just dump everything down that rabbit hole, shall we? So like I know that since I've been in a big Pokemon mood for like a month, once those games come out, I'm not gonna want to play them, which is kind of sad. But come on, Connect 4, except Connect Whore. All those games on my backlog, and I've been playing Kingdom Hearts, especially since like Sora came out for. Oh, that fell on the floor. I will grab that later. Especially since like Sora came out for Smash. I played like his classic mode, and then because I don't have anyone to play Smash with in the house, I was just gonna wait. But I want to play that, and I was like, oh well, Sora's in Kingdom Hearts. How about I play those? And come on. Okay, you know what? You're gonna get rotated. I hate you. But yeah, I've been playing the Kingdom Hearts games. I like playing them on the higher difficulties now that I like know their combat mechanics. Especially 3 because 3's so easy you kind of have to play it on the higher difficulty. But 2, I started playing 2 while I was waiting for 3 to download because I had to reset my PlayStation because FF7. That's another thing. I haven't played the DLC for FF7R, the Integrate, even though I bought that. Just been sitting there, and I had to download it. It took me like 2 weeks to download it because my internet's so garbage. Another piece down the drain. So I've been just like playing games that I've played before. That's another runner done. Wow, look at that. We're flying. Excuse me. I am gassy today. Oh boy. All right. There. Next piece. Sea runner. Where's the sea runner? Plastic waste. All right. So D runner. I'll put you over here. All right. I'm gonna grab that piece real quick. There it is. Eh. Eh. Got him. All right. Ow! My back. My back. Oh, my back. But I just remembered why I was bringing up my game backlog and why I can't shut up about it. I've been wanting to record, and I've also been wanting to play a couple of those games that are in my backlog. So I thought, why not like start a series or something that is me going through the backlog, and I'll set like a time limit or something to see how far I can get into the game in a certain amount of time, and then games journalist my way into reviewing the game. Since I have the games in my backlog, I might as well kill two birds with one stone and do some backlog clearing and get myself like into the groove of recording, because I haven't really recorded consistently since I finished Animal Crossing back in came out in March, so May. No, it would have been April something. So this one goes on the bottom like that. This goes in like this. These pieces really are abstract pieces of art, aren't they? Alright, there's another Millennium puzzle piece done. Alright, C3 and 4. So yeah, I've been workshopping it in my head, but I haven't had the time. Like I said, I've got school projects up the ass, and I'm trying not to flunk out because I would much rather have a career ah, than sit at home until I'm 35 and not do anything with my life. That's a topic to talk about, huh? The existential dread. That was an easy piece. Existential dread's always a fun topic, right? 6, 14, 13. 13, 14, and 6. Lately I've been feeling a bit. I can't tell if this is what they call a midlife crisis because I'm only 23, but that's plastic waste. But I get that I want to do so much with myself that at the end of the day I'm gonna be disappointed in what I can't do. I'm sorry. So I've just got crippling not collector's anxiety, just like activity anxiety, I guess is the term, where like I'll wake up and be like, what do I want to do today? Do I want to play one of the 70 games that I have on backlog? Do I want to record some? Do I want to work on a video game? Do I want to draw? I have so many options available to me that I just kind of sit and do nothing. And I don't know if anyone else out there's felt that, but you know, I find it easier to just pick one thing, you know, and be like, well, if I'm not going to do anything, I might as well go do this, right? And just kind of address the problem without addressing the problem. Another easy piece. Huh. All these pieces are getting easier. 7 and 8. So like, for example, right? If I'm like, well, do I want to do my schoolwork, or do I want to play a video game, or do I want to draw, or do I want to go and do some shopping, or do I want to go be social, or do I want to this, that, and the other, or do I want to record? And I'll just go, well, I'll sit on my phone, sit on Reddit or 4chan or something for an hour, and then be like, I'm bored. Well, if I'm not going to do anything else, I might as well do my schoolwork because that needs to get done regardless of if I'm going to do it or not. And then I'll procrastinate it, and then it doesn't get done, and then I'll get sad about the fact that I'm wasting my life away, and then everything. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh God, I'm scuffing this piece up really bad, just trying to clean it up. There we go, I got it. And then I'll sit there and I'll get depressed about, how I'm throwing my life away. But I'm only 23. I still have years ahead of me, but you got to form those good habits early. And we're on to the next page. I'm not one to talk about forming good habits. I wake up and play video games for 10 to 12 hours a day and then don't go to sleep until 4 in the morning because I'm too busy, watching YouTube or just sitting there playing a video game for 10, 12 hours a day, But I've been slowly working on, fixing some of my habits. I've tried cutting out soda. It gets harder when, there's people not there calling you out on it, right? Like, I tried cutting soda in favor of drinking coffee for my caffeine because I still need caffeine because I have an addiction and it's unhealthy. But I don't have anyone calling me out too, which is a very big problem. It's nice to have a good support circle that will call you out when you're uh, reneging on your promises. 11, 12. Because currently I don't have that support circle, so I just find myself, drinking a Coke and playing Kingdom Hearts for 8 hours, and then going to sleep at 5 in the morning, and then waking up at 11, and then drinking Coke. And Coke is not good for you. Sugar is not good for you, but, here I am. Look at me. Yeah, big boy. I don't like it, but nobody really likes how they look. At least that's what I've learned over my years of talking to people. Everyone always thinks they could look better. Everyone has idealized uh, bodies and selves and skills and stuff like that. And I don't know. I think it's just fun to talk about existential dread, and it's good to let it out every once in a while, even if like you think no one's gonna hear it. What the hell? Yeah, I just got back from vacation. Went to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's right outside Dollywood. Went there with the fam. It was fun. They had dinner shows, which was really fun, really really fun. We went to 3 of them because we were only there for 3 nights, or well, 3 days and 4 nights. Went to the first one we went to was the Hatfield McCoy's dinner, which was good food, but kind of ruined by the fact that my baby sister was crying and screaming at every cap gun with a piece done. Because cap guns were loud because it was an auditorium. Next piece. I don't even remember what one I was working on. 15, 16. There we go. That was fun, except for the whole baby crying the whole night. Ah! Ooh, I didn't lose a piece. That's good. And then the second night we went to Pirates Voyage, which is a Dolly Parton show. That was awesome. They had to sing a non-copyrighted version of Yo Ho because Disney owns the copyright to Yo Ho. And but it was cool because they had a ton of acrobats and they were all doing flips and shit, and it was dope. It was cool. It was cool to watch. We were up in the nosebleeds though, so we got like a full view of the show. So it wasn't all bad. And then the third night we went to Dolly Parton's Stampede, which was an experience. That's an easy. What is with these pieces being easy to put together now? Like the beginning few were very hard, and now these are just like all done. See, oh, I'm missing pieces. 17 and 18. Oh, this is the next one. 22. Flying through, we only got 11 pieces left to make because we got the D runner and the E runner, and the E runner has less pieces than all the other runners. But yeah, that Dolly Parton show was weird. Oh god, that was like a bullet. Sheesh. I don't know if you could hear that. It looks like you can hear it. On the come on, break, bastard. The Dolly Parton one had Native Americans and like buffalo, like actual living buffalo and horses and stuff. It was cool. And then they all did like a rodeo. It was basically a rodeo and a dinner. And then we're sitting there and watching, and then they're like, "Oh, it's dinner time." Another runner done. They're like, oh, it's dinner time. And then they bring you out a whole goddamn chicken. They're just walking down the line and they just whole ass chicken right there. Boom. Whole chicken. Whole cooked chicken. I was like, holy crap, Cornish game hen for you.
Game hen for you, a Cornish game hen for you. Everybody gets a hen. Would you like some gravy? Sure, you'd like some gravy.
Like, I was like, that was cool. And then I ate the whole thing because I'm a fat fuck. The chicken was good though. This piece goes into that piece. And then we went a bunch of places. There was a wax museum there. Took a bunch of pictures with a bunch of celebrities that were just wax. Woo, C runner's done. Let's go to the D runner. It's only been about 40 minutes. I might throw a timer up on screen to show you how deep into the D1 and 2 go together like this. Oh, it's like a nutsack. Click, click, woohoo, puzzle piece. I wonder if this is hollow. Because if it's hollow, that'd be an easier puzzle. 3 and 4. I think I've run out of topics to talk about. Contrary to popular belief, talking to yourself is very hard. Especially when you're also doing something in the middle of it. There's not many topics I want to talk about. I already gone over my my general dread of existential proportion. Come. There we go. Yeah, baby. That's how it goes. Peace done. 6 and 5. Talked about Yugiman. What else to talk about? Might have to take a water break because it's getting really warm in here. But other than that, yeah, we're just flying down the boulevard, putting together a Millennium puzzle. You know, we're doing math and shit, science, a little bit of magic. You never know. You know how it is. I also don't know what kind of music I'm going to use for the speed version of this. Because the speed segment rather. I could use Yu-Gi-Oh theme music. I think there is that Yu-Gi-Oh lo-fi beats. That will definitely, that'll be fun. I'll use that. Yeah, I'll just overlay that over the speed version. That sounds like fun. Come on, click into place. Yeah, boy. Boy. Been getting into really weird parts of YouTube lately. Like, you know, a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's not that weird," but a couple VTubers, you know, that people sit there, do the same thing as regular YouTubers, except they get to hide their face. I've kind of done that, but at the same time, I don't have a model, and plus I've shown my face. I would make a model. That sounds like fun, but I don't have the internet to stream. And recording videos seems a little disingenuous, especially like that. One mangaka I actually read. I forget what it's called. It's something to do. The whole plot of the manga is that this is the issue with these really long manga titles is that you never remember them, but they're really descriptive. So it is really helpful once you find it. But the whole plot of the manga is that he's like at high school in like a private dorm, and everyone is a streamer. Like everyone's like streaming in their spare time in the dorm, and like everyone is afraid of getting found out. Oh, come on, found out for being a streamer because it's like a weird thing to do. I guess I think it's less of a weird thing to do now than it was like 10 years ago. Come on, you piece of crap. I had one gunpla break on me. Oh, thank God. I've had one gunpla break on me. But yeah, back to the whole Mangaka. So that mangaka is actually a VTuber, and she actually like streams the work. Ah, there we go. She streams work on the series on YouTube, and I caught one just like when I found the series and got interested in it. Whoever was translating for her posted her V2 or her YouTube channel, and gotta say, it's really cool watching people work on manga, especially like someone like me who like is very into how things are made, at least like media wise, because like I've had this conversation before, but like when I play a video game, I've started to get more into the mindset of like, wow, that looks like it was hard to do and stuff like that. Like I was watching an old episode of Justice League animated series, and it was the cell shaded one, it's cell shaded graphics, and they had this bit where the Joker was spinning on a chair, and they added motion blur, and I was just so confused. I was like, I thought you couldn't do that on cells, like that's like an after effect, but like the cell drawing was so clear. I was so surprised. I was like, "Holy crap, that looks like it's super hard to do." And then like that's how my brain operates when I watch shows and movies and stuff. Excuse me. And my buddies have called me out for that, um, especially when it comes to like older movies, right? So like I'll be watching like we watched last time they came down last December. We watched Back to the Future 2 or 3. I think we watched both. But 13, 14, 17. We watched them, and I pointed out because it's one of the cool factoids about those movies is that every time, because in 2 and 3, Michael J. Fox, Marty McFly, he's on screen at the same time as himself. Like you'll see the scene from Back to Future 1, right, where he's playing Johnny B. Good, and then he's talking to the crowd, and then you'll see him on the in 2 on the backstage, and he's fighting the guys or whatever, right? And the entire time in all of those movies, right, if he's on screen with himself or somebody that is also being, or like a character that's also being played by him, there is a divider right down the middle of where they're at. So like of where Michael J. Fox is, right? So like in 3, it's most noticeable. Uh, there's a actually, no. In 2, it's most noticeable. I think there's a part in 2. I'll see if I can find an image and throw it up. There's a part in 2 where he's like behind a door. No, it's hard to pick out one instance because it's super. It's not noticeable unless you're watching. But they're like it. I'll throw up a couple examples because they do it with other actors too, like Lorraine and stuff like that. Whatever. But long story short is I pointed it out to the guys, and one of my buddies, he's like, dude, you have such a weird eye for that stuff. And I was like, what do you mean? It's just like weird factoid that I knew, you know. He's like, yeah, but that's not something like normal people would, point out. I was like, I guess. I don't know. I like how things are made. I like knowing little tips and tricks, and practical effects are really cool. And 15 and 16, these are the last 2 on this runner. And those practical effects are sick in those older movies. That's why a lot of newer movies for me just like too much CG, and it's really noticeable too. Like the one movie I will give 100% credit for, like, another runner done. 100% credit for being goofy. See, here's the thing when it comes to movies, right? I don't care if it's serious, goofy, if it's dramatic, if it's comedy, if it's horror, whatever. If you can make me laugh or be so absurd, which is basically just making me laugh. You can be so absurd in your premise, you're automatically a good movie to me. Like Fast and Furious 9. I don't like Fast and Furious movies. I did not like the first like 8, right? Except for maybe Tokyo Drift or 2, whichever one. Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah, that one. Whichever one had Ludacris in it. Well, they all have Ludacris in them. But uh I didn't I only liked Too Fast and Tokyo Drift. And then I saw 9 and they go into fucking space in Fast and the Furious 9, and it's awesome. It's so stupid. It's popcorn for your brain. And that's onto the E runner, which is the last runner of the night. And then we get to start putting this thing together. An hour into putting it together. Woohoo. Well, 50 minutes. Plastic waste. 53 minutes. Do, 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 do. All right, E runner. E1, E7, E65. Okay, E65. But like Fast and Furious 9, like if you can be so absurd in your premise that you make me laugh, you're a good movie to me, because a lot of movies take themselves way too seriously, and I think Fast 9 takes itself seriously, but at the same time, like, the premise is so absurd that, like, it's goofy in and of itself. It's goofy to the point where, like, you can chuckle about it or find it serious, but they go into space. Like, and there's already precedence for, like, super soldiers and tons of explosions and stuff, and there's so much CG in those movies, and I hate CG. I love practical effects. And I'm not a big fan of car movies either. Like, the only car movie I really like is Gone in 60 Seconds, and that's because it's in a cage movie and not a car movie. But I liked Fast 9 because I just turned my brain off and enjoyed the stupidness of it, which is kind of like, I think a lot more people should live like that. I think a lot more people should be able to turn their brain off when they're consuming something, not worry about the optics of liking or disliking something, and worry more about it. Do you like the thing or not? Like I'm not a big fan of reviewers that only like things because of certain reasons behind it. And uh 1 and 7, like, I don't know. That's getting too much into politics for me. I don't know. I, if you like something, like it. If you don't like it, at least explain why you don't like it, so that other people can understand. Don't don't just like something because everyone else likes it. Don't just dislike something because everyone else likes it, and vice versa. It don't be a contrarian. A lot of my friends call me a contrarian, even though I have valid reasons for not liking a lot of things. Like, I didn't like the. I'm not a big fan of. Okay, here we go. Hot take. I'm not a big fan of the first wave of the Marvel movies. How does this go on? So this is like this. I'm not a big fan of the first wave of Marvel movies. The only one out of those I like is. I don't think I like any of them, actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah, no, I don't. Iron Man 1's okay, but it's not like the best of the Iron Mans, And to me, but like a lot of my friends are like, "Oh, you're stupid," because I like Iron Man 2 and 3. I like Iron Man 2 a lot. I like Iron Man 3 a lot, but I don't like them because they're cape movies. I don't like them because they're superhero movies. I like them because they do goofy shit with their premise. All right, 4 and 2. There's the chain holder. But like, I don't like Captain America. Captain America's boring. Hulk sucked. Thor sucked. I don't like Avengers 1. I like Avengers 2, which is obviously another hot take, because a lot of people think Avengers 2 is the worst of them. I think Avengers 1 is the worst because it's super campy, hokey, I guess is the term. I don't like a lot of Joss Whedon's work. That's not a hot take now, but it definitely was a couple years ago. To say, oh, I don't like Joss Whedon, because Joss Whedon basically made those movies what they were at the time. But now that he's a piece of shit in the media eye, I guess it's okay to hate him. That's not. Yeah. I guess it's okay to hate him now that he's a piece of shit, because he of the whole uh, Wonder Woman Flash shit. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. There's the chain holder. Right, and then, but yeah, I do not like a lot of his work. You do need to slide it. Huh. That's weird. That's a very weird mechanic. Next, E3. Another thing I don't like. Thank you, Devolver. I had to, excuse me, for my game dev class, I had to write a paper on a specific game company. Like, I got the pick. And I picked Devolver because Devolver, I like Enter the Gungeon and I like Hotline Miami. And I was like, well, they aren't really developers, but they do develop games, I guess. So I guess that would work. And I mean, I did get a good grade on it, but come on now, come on, there we come, there we go, there we go. Oh baby, yeah, chain holder. But I wrote my paper on Devolver, and I learned I learned a bunch of stuff about them, and made me respect what Devolver does for indie companies a lot more. Especially after the whole, because I knew about the parking lot. I knew about the whole situation where Devolver doesn't go to E3; they just do a parking lot show across the street with a bunch of other indie games. But I did not know that E3 screwed them over the one year with the buses and stuff, and I definitely didn't know that the city screwed them over the one year. So that was an interesting read through. If you'd like to read through that, you should just Google Devolver parking lot, and it's like one of the first stories that pops up. And it's the long and short of it is that the E3 didn't rent out a parking lot across the street one year, and then Devolver was like, "Oh, we're gonna rent it out," and then the city went and shut them down because Devolver was trying to use it for what they usually do, which is a parking lot show, where they have a bus and they have people come inside, play video games, drink some beers, hang out. And the city shut it down, and the head of Devolver was like, "Yo, E3 is screwing us over on this," and E3 kept vehemently denying it because obviously you deny something like that when you're an entertainment giant. Runner done. The last one. When you're an entertainment giant, you deny everything that gives you bad press because Streisand effect doesn't exist when it's in person. I digress. All right, and there's the Eye of Wadjet. The Eye of Wadjet. All right, now the fun part, and let's get going. We're gonna save this piece for last because that's what Yugi does. And now for the speed build, I'm gonna shut up and throw some music on for you guys, I guess. the last piece. It's beautiful. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.